Hey, hey. I don't know if anybody's out there, if anybody can see me. Starting the live stream a lot late today. Hey, Tim K, how you doing? Can you see me okay? Can you guys hear me okay? Hey, King of Chalk. Misspelled St. Augustine. I'm very well may have, yes. I see you now. Okay. Hey, Danny Panetta. Okay, you can see me. Can you hear me okay? I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. So I haven't done a OBS live stream in a while now. So this is kind of interesting for me. No, get down. You've been a bad dog. Go lay down. Go lay down. Someone's been woofing at everybody. She's been a bad dog this last day or so. So, hey, Mike. Hey, Jim. How is everybody? You can hear me fine. Okay, excellent. Good deal. Good deal. All right. Well, we've got some interesting news going on. I don't know if you guys saw the latest video I just uploaded. Boat shopping. I actually have some more stuff to upload as well. Hey, Whole Shot. How you doing? Hey, Cam. How you doing? Outcast, what's up? Glad to see everybody here. But I have some interesting. I have an interesting announcement to make. I'm kind of surprised I'm making this announcement myself because this is kind of going in a different direction. But apparently, I'm not going to buy a boat right now. I'm going to wait a little bit. I've been invited by a very good friend who's also a viewer on the channel here. To help him out on his boat. He's got a 48-footer, and I think it's a 48-footer, and it's just him on his boat, and that's a lot of boat for a single person. He also has a Labrador, and so we're going to jump on and spend the winter on his 48-footer with him, which will be nice. It'll give me some opportunity to earn some more money and build up a better kitty for buying a better boat. Give me time to get the farm sold because that might be happening here soon. Just a lot of good, positive things from that. So that could work out. Now, I've spoken to the couple people that I had 3 people who've donated to Sail with Grandpa. I've spoken to 2 of them. They're fine with it. I haven't spoken to the 3rd fellow yet, but I will here in a little bit. So just realize... If you're one of the people that donated to that and you've not spoken to me yet, that's fine. I will be in touch. We are through Steve. Yes, mahi-mahi, that's correct. Through Steve's generosity, we are still going to honor all of those onboard Sail with Grandpas. It's just that you'll be on his 48-footer instead of on whatever boat I was going to be buying. Other than that, nothing else is going to change. It's still all expenses paid on the boat in the Bahamas with us. Only now there'll be 2 of us instead of 1. It'll be 2 dogs instead of 1. And we're just going to have a freaking blast. I mean, I'm really kind of excited about this. This is going to be a lot of fun. After spending 2 years alone in my cabin up in Alaska, I'm really looking forward to having somebody to hang out with and be around. So, and Steve's just a super nice guy. There he is on there now. Hey, mahi-mahi. He's just a real super guy. So did I get that right, mahi-mahi? It's why don't you on the chat here tell everybody about the boat if you would. I know it's 48 foot, but why don't you tell everybody the year and the make and that kind of stuff? Because it's a really cool, awesome boat. It really is. So yeah, exciting news. So Steve's going to have some crew on board, and I'm going to have a great time doing that. Kim, no, mahi-mahi does not have a YouTube channel at this time. He may at some time in the future, but no, not at this time. 48-foot Tiana. Excellent boat. Excellent boat. I was on a 43-foot Catalina this morning, and I'm going to the Catalina shipyard at 3:30 today. Awesome, Outcast. That's cool. Yeah, so it's a 48-foot Tiana. The Takahashi Maru, I think is the name. And Mark, I am going to the folks that own the catamaran that I'm boat sitting on right now are going to drive down tomorrow afternoon. They wanted me to wait here so they could take pictures and take me out to dinner, I guess, and what have you. So I'm going to be here tonight and tomorrow night, and then Friday morning, I guess I'll drive down to where Steve is, which will be somewhere around Oriental, North Carolina, or somewhere in there. At which point I'm going to purge my belongings once again on the truck. So if anybody needs like some pots and pans or something, be sure to let me know, because I have a lot of stuff I'm going to be unloading. But then all the scuba gear, fishing gear, and all that, my clothes, which I'm even going to sort through some. We're going to load all that up on his boat, and we'll have to figure out some way of fitting it all on there, because he's got a pretty well stocked up boat as it is. But it'll be nice. It'll be good to have someone to share expenses with, so make it easier on him and make it easier on me. We'll have somebody to rely on, someone to take turns behind the wheel when we're making passages. It's just all good all the way around. It's just absolutely all good all the way around. So nothing negative in this at all. And I am a little, kind of miffed. I kind of wanted to get my own boat and do my own thing, but this is too good of an offer to pass up. And this will give me time to get the farm sold, and it'll give me time to add to the cruising kitty a little bit, and that way I'll be able to buy a much better boat come spring. Plus, this really isn't the best time of year to buy a boat. Everybody's getting their boats ready for winter now to go sailing. They're taking them down off the hard and getting them ready to go. So in the springtime, when everybody's worrying about hurricane season rolling in, people will be thinking about selling their boats after they've spent the winter cruising on them. So I might be able to get an even better deal come springtime. So what are you going to do with the truck? Whole shot, I'm selling the truck. Once I'm going to go meet up with Steve. We're going to sort through my stuff and load everything onto his boat that we can. The rest of it I'm going to purge one way or the other, donate, throw out, what have you, and then I'll sell the truck right there, because I'm not going to need a truck going forward. So that's what's going to happen. And the truck, by the way, is working perfect. The brakes are now fine. Everything's perfect on it. So are you still headed to the Bahamas? Yes, Andy, we're still going to be going over to the Bahamas. I think tentatively what the plan is, and I got to confirm this with Steve, is we're going to sail down the coast to Florida, down to Key West, and then maybe head over to the Bahamas in about a month or so. It's going to be up to him, whatever he wants to do. But yeah, lots of fishing and diving is going to happen. Absolutely. Steve doesn't have scuba gear, so he's got to get that taken care of. But then he and I will be able to do a lot of diving together. So that's what's going to happen. So yeah, I think it's a good move too. Hey, Austin, how you doing, man? What's the good news? The good news, Austin, is that I've been invited by a friend and viewer on here to go sailing with him for the winter. So he's got a 48-foot Tiana, which is a beautiful boat. And so that's going to give me all winter then to add to the cruising kitty and raise some more money and get my farm sold and that kind of stuff. So instead of spending this winter freezing my butt off up in Alaska, I'm going to be on a beautiful 48-foot Tiana sailing around the Bahamas. Life is not bad right now, guys. Life is not bad. Good move for the long run. End up later with a boat that won't have to sell within a year or so. Yeah, exactly, Steve. Exactly. It'll save me that whole transaction, actually. Just go ahead and be able to get a halfway decent boat. Now I'll be able to look at a $70,000, $80,000 boat possibly. So yeah, my life is making a pretty huge turn. And I will say this, to the good nature of those people who donated onto the Sail with Grandpa. One of the guys, and I'm not comfortable saying who. It'll be up to him to say who it was, but he was telling me he doesn't even want a refund. He's just like, I'm committed to the cause, and it's fine. And I was like, well, we want you to come down, because both Steve and I think it would be awesome to have you out on the boat with us. So we'll see what will happen. But yeah, pretty cool news. Pretty cool news. So get spiffed up. You're going to be on a live chat. Yeah, it's going to be fun, I think, for Steve. He's going to get a bit of a lesson in YouTubedom. So that's going to be kind of fun. But as he says, yeah, he just made a comment. He's going to try to stay behind the camera. I might swear him in as a cameraman to do some filming, which is cool, and this is just cool all the way around. It's going to provide me with some more funds available right now. I've wanted to buy a better camera for shooting underwater footage. So I'll be able to do that right now. I'll be able to afford to buy a dive compressor right now. So he and I will be very independent while we're out sailing. His boat's got a generator on board. I mean, it's just a win, 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 win right now. I mean, check all the boxes in the win column. This is going to be awesome. So get a CarMax quote and see what they would buy your truck for if it's close to what you could get for a private sale. Sean, that's a good idea. I think I'll do that. Demanding to see you. Yeah, you guys are going to want to see him on camera a little bit. I'm sure we'll have some coverage of him, but you know, I want to honor his privacy. You know, does it have a sugar scoop? It does, Tim. It does. Not only does it have a sugar scoop, but the bottom step of the sugar scoop is like a landing platform. It's huge. I mean, I'll be able to put all my scuba gear and organize it all right there at the last step before stepping into the water. So, I mean, it's just primo perfect for that. So, okay, Kerry, how you doing? Well, the news is, Kerry, is that a friend of mine invited me to go sailing on his boat with him through the Bahamas this winter. And so I'm going to put off buying my own boat for the time being and just sail with him. It'll be good for both of us. It'll give me time to put together some more money and get my farm sold and that kind of stuff. And it'll be good for him because it's a big boat. It's a 40, I think he said 47, 48-foot Tiana. It'll be good for him to have somebody else on that would help him, you know, with the boat, because that's a lot of boat for one person. So a lot of boat for one person. Yeah, she's got an awesome sugar scoop on the back. So very cool. Very cool. And Kim, he has a Labrador Retriever. In fact, I'm almost a little concerned about that because I think I may have to have Miss Lily spayed fairly quickly then, because I don't want to be on his boat and have a litter of puppies. But they'd be nice looking puppies though. So I mean, he's got a nice looking dog. So no more breaching. Oh, don't worry, I'll be breaching. He's got a dinghy. I'll be getting in and out of a dinghy. You'll see that. He'll be able to film it now, so you'll see that. So my dreams are, yeah, Austin. It is amazing. It is amazing. You know, it just goes to show, guys. You put out the effort. You know, have the cojones to step out and do something, and push and make it happen, and it's awesome. So. Have you had a medical checkup? It's going too well for you. You never know when a fat boy is going to blow. Stuart, you know, dude, that just got you out of there. Just have no patience for that kind of stupidity. So it's so sad that there are people in the world that have nothing better to do to make comments like that. So I'm going to have to call Channel 2, old guys in the Bahamas having a blast. Yeah, I think so. Maui and Grandpa, that's right. That's right. Yes, Simon, it's an amazing offer. It actually is a really amazing offer. So no puppies are here. Yeah, I don't want Miss Lily getting pregnant. That would not be good. That would not be good. Man, that sound great. Couldn't ask for a better option. Yeah, James, I agree. Yeah. I mean, this is just, this is perfect. Hope you like clean teak. Yeah, actually, you know, I commented to another viewer, subscriber friend, and, you know, I made the comment to him that I make a pretty good housefrau. You know, I don't mind cooking in the kitchen, and I like to keep things nice and clean. I'm a little OCD in that, so I like to keep things clean and neat and stuff. So I think I'll be pretty good crew for Steve. But, you know, I guess time will see. So. That was rude, and just because a person's heavy doesn't mean they're unhealthy. Yeah, you know, Austin, I'm fit as a fiddle. I may be fat, but I'm fit as a fiddle. But I'm not nearly as fat as what I was 2 weeks ago. So, in fact, I had fun today. I threw them out, but my camouflage sweatpants are now camouflage sweat shorts. I literally just took my knife and whacked the legs off of them because it's too warm down here for long pants in this heat. So I've got about 5 more pair I got to whack the legs off of, but it's going to be fun. So what's going on? Just ward in. No name. We're going sailing, man. That's what's going on. We're going sailing. You might be surprised by what a car dealership would pay for your expedition. It's not an expedition. It's an excursion. and would most likely be less hassle in private sale. Tim, you might very well be correct. I will say this: I've been looking at the prices of excursions, like on Craigslist and stuff, and I'm seeing seeing those trucks in the $12,000, $13,000, $14,000 range that have 100,000 miles more than mine does, and the interiors are all tore up in them. So I think I'm looking pretty good at getting, $13,000, $14,000, $15,000 out of my truck, and that'll give me plenty of funds to tide us over and get started. I mean, I'll be able to live easily all winter on that, and by that time the YouTube channel should be up to hopefully where it's going to be. I will say this much, guys. Man, my view count's through the roof. 2 weeks ago, I was, daily views were in the 700, 800, 900 range. Now my daily views are in the 4,000 range. And that's just been in the last 2 weeks. I hate to think what it's going to be in a month from now. So I think I'm at that point now that I'm getting out on boats and making the right content that I'm going to start up on that curve. 2 years of toiling away from a dry cabin in Alaska, very difficult to do a sailing channel from there. So this is going to be a lot of fun. I was hoping actually to use my cell phone to do the live stream today, but for some reason it just couldn't do it. It just wasn't, I don't know why, but I was having problems because I wanted to give you guys a little look around the boat here, but it's all right. I did a video about the boat, so we'll leave that go from now. I will be posting pics of the boat once I get on. I'll do some video and some pictures of what the boat looks like so you guys will be able to see it, and we'll show the floor plan and all that. It's a 2-cabin, 2-head layout. So I'm going to have my own room and my own bathroom on the boat, which is just freaking awesome. I mean, that's really cool. So what's happening with Maui-Lei? Elysium, Maui-Lei has invited me to come spend the winter on the boat with him. So he and I are going to sail together this winter in the Bahamas, which is just freaking awesome for me. Just absolutely awesome. And I'm hoping it'll be good for him too. So King of Jack, we'll see you later. Hello from Toronto. Cold day here. Yeah, sorry. Not cold here. Beautiful, beautiful sunny day here in St. Augustine, Florida. Beautiful sunny day. Thank you, Ridjuan. I appreciate that. Yeah, Maui-Lei right now is in Coinjock, North Carolina. I don't know how great of a place that's going to be trying to sell my truck, but I'm going to put an ad on Craigslist this afternoon up in that area a little bit, and then I will check out the dealerships and the truck buying services and see what kind of price I can get for it. So, because you're right, that might just be a much simpler way of doing it. You made it. The crying is over. Okay. Can't wait for you to start sailing. Have fun. You deserve it. Thank you, John Harris. I appreciate that. Doug Martyr says, Sergeant Lilly get to share the Q berth. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Nice, good stuff. Thanks, Elysium. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's going to be pretty exciting. It's going to be really exciting. I'm hoping that my farm will get sold in this meantime this winter while we're in the Bahamas. And my channel will grow, and that's just going to give me a lot more money to be able to buy a much nicer boat and be able to do things that I want to do. So Lily isn't socialized. Is that going to be a problem? She's getting socialized pretty quickly. Actually, Andy, it's the only problem that she has socially that I'm trying to correct is, well, two things. One, she woofs at anybody that walks by the boat. I don't know that that's necessarily a bad thing. She likes woofing at anybody. The ramp to the dock is right behind us, and the restaurant's right here. So there's a lot of traffic on two sides of the boat. And every time somebody walks by, she woofs at them. So, but that, like I said, that may not be a bad thing. But she does like to jump up on people. And she's a 70-pound dog, and I'm trying to teach her not to do that. And, of course, I'm trying to teach her not to do that. And everybody around here is, going like this on their chest, calling her up. So, as she is, she tore up a leash today. So I have to get her a better leash. So 50 foot for two will be amazing. Yeah, not quite 50 foot, but almost. You may have to have someone local place the ad for you, as Craigslist is a geocentric system. Huh. I hadn't thought about that, Steve. Well, if I have to, I'll wait till I get there and then place it. So, yes, Andrew, I think it's a great outcome. I really do. How do you make out with the brakes? The brakes are working just fine. I sprayed the hell out of them, and so maybe it just needed to be washed out and cleaned out, get the dust out of them. but they're working. They've been working perfectly. So I don't know. Maybe if I drive up to North Carolina, they'll start acting up again. I'll address that then. But right now, they seem like they're working perfectly. So, been praying for you. God's so good. Thank you, James. I appreciate that. With all the money around, how will USPS catch up with her rain delivery? You banned me. No, I didn't. If you're making a comment, your mom, then you're not banned. So, I mean, I will ban you if you want me to, but right now you're not banned that I can see. You're ignoring me. Okay, well, maybe I will have to ban you if you're going to make dumb comments. So, did you see Tally-Ho today? The Addicts is amazing. Did you see Tally-Ho today? The Addicts? I'm not sure, Tim. I don't think so. Looking forward to some great selling photos. Yes, there will be plenty. There will be plenty. At least Lily is very friendly. Don't have to worry that way. No, she's super friendly. I mean, she's not aggressive towards anybody. She wouldn't bite anybody. In fact, yesterday, while we were over by the laundry area, this woman came by with this little yappy dog. And the dog was just yapping and yapping and yapping and yapping at Lily. And all Lily was doing was looking at it and wagging her tail, wanting to play. And this little dog was just yakking away at her. And, you know, the little dog was being aggressive. Miss Lily wasn't trying to bite it or anything. She just wagging her tail and wanting to play with the puppy. But I think she'll be fine. I think she'll be fine. So, okay. So that's the news, guys. That's all the news there is from up here right now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video of the cow I looked at. Samson Boat Company, Leo Crude on the Addicts. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the video I did was a Cal 36, which I have an affinity for. I've owned 2 Cals before, but this one was just really rough, just really rough. It had a compression post that was rotted and starting to collapse on it, and so it's not going to be not a good prospect for me. So the only nice thing about it was $16,000. I could have just sold my truck and bought it and not had to worry about financing or anything. But then I would be in this really crappy boat. So, and I knew I was going to be buying a crappy boat. I just didn't want to buy one that crappy. So, was just about to watch your latest video, but I see your live stream. Yes, Sorrenti, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Tim K is talking about Samson Boat, and I agree, Addicts is amazing. His website has a bunch more stuff, lots of pics. Cool, I'll check that out. What type of boat is the boat you'll be sailing on? It's a 48-foot Tiana. And it's an absolutely beautiful yacht. Yes, Simon, you are absolutely correctly. It is an absolutely beautiful yacht. The 48-foot Tiana is just a phenomenal boat. Absolutely gorgeous. A little deep drafted. I think she drafts 6.5 feet. So she's a little deep draft, especially in the Bahamas. That may prove problematic, but we'll see where it goes from there. The only problem with labs is they love everybody and they love to dig. Really, James? Lily's never dug. She's never been a digger. She does love everybody. Absolutely. You can't walk by her without petting her. She won't have that. But she's not a digger. She hasn't, I've not seen her dig a hole yet. So, nice review on the older cow. Thanks, Tim. It was a little shaky because I was filming the whole thing with just my cell phone. And the boat was pretty tight. The one thing I like about it is it's easier for the dog to get in and out. It was only 3 steps in and out of the from inside the boat to get out into the cockpit. Well, so for Miss Lily, that would have been pretty nice, but we'll see. So be patient on the boat. Live on this one for a while. I bet your requirements change. Cal 36 is not your boat for many reasons. Yeah. I mean, it would be okay. Like I said, I've had a Cal 30 and a Cal 31. But I'm looking for something with a bit more beam, a bit more room in it. So, hey, Maniac Rammy, how you doing? 6'6" draft. Yeah, 63.5-foot mast. So, not a super tall stick, but still pretty tall. You know, that's a consideration getting underneath some bridges and stuff. But 63.5 feet, that should be fine for pretty much all of the intercoastal stuff. So, I think there's a couple of bridges that are 62 on the intercoastal, if I remember correctly. That's a lot of boat. Yeah, it's a lot of boat. And I understand Steve's position. That's a lot of boat to single hand. You know, that's a lot of boat for one person to try to handle. So I can understand, especially right now when he's trying to come down the intercoastal, which is kind of, that, I mean, you're threading a needle there. It's a pretty narrow channel to have to get through. So what kind of dinghy is on Maui's boat? I think he said it was a 10-foot dinghy, and he's got a brand new 25-horse outboard, which he was going to sell because the outboard is too powerful, or the outboard is too powerful for the dinghy. But, with me up in the bow, it's not going to be too powerful for the dinghy. I can keep the bow from popping up. That's not a problem. So you'll certainly be spoiled on Steve's ship. Certainly will. I mean, actually, yeah. I mean, I'm sitting here on this beautiful. And by the way, guys, I was corrected. This is a privilege catamaran. It's a 37-foot privilege, not a 38. I thought it was a 38 or a 39. It's a 37-foot privilege that I'm on. So live and learn. Live and learn. Okay, ICW friendly. Yeah, it'll get under. I love that name, Boompa. Yeah. Okay, Austin, take care, man. We'll catch you later. Hey, Andrew, how you doing? Yeah, they're beautiful, beautiful boats. Beautiful, beautiful boats. And they've got a real good track record, as far as maintenance and stuff. They've got a real good track record on them. Hey, Kelly Banks, how you doing, man? How you been? James Michael, in south, ground, not hard. They dig left alone. Button boat, no digging, not a problem. Oh, I see. Okay, because the dog's digging the ground here because it's soft. Yeah, well, up in Alaska, the ground was kind of hard most of the year. Like solid ice, so. I will say this much, Lily. Every time I open my cooler down here, I've got ice in my cooler to keep the drinks and stuff cold. Every time I open the cooler, Lily comes running over and steals an ice cube off the top. She likes chewing on them. So what is the plan? Thanks, Dale. So what's the plan from now till you're on the boat? Elysium, the people that own the catamaran that I'm on want to come down tomorrow and take pictures and take me out to dinner. So I'm going to be here for that. And then I will leave Friday morning and drive to, I guess, North Carolina. At which point we'll sort through my boat and put a bunch of stuff onto Steve's, unpack the truck and put everything up on Steve's boat. And then I'm going to sort through and throw out the rest of the stuff or donate or what have you and sell the truck. So we'll have to just, work that out when I get there. So can I come? You're lucky and good man. Yeah, Maui Lei's a good dude, man. Good dude. Yeah, it's the Takahashi, I think it is. Takahashi Maru. Hey, Chris, how you doing, man? Glad to see you made it. And I'm sorry my live stream was so delayed today. Frankly, I just forgot what time it was. I was so excited with this development and calling up the various people I needed to talk to, the people that were going to do the Sail with Grandpa weeks and stuff, and try to coordinate with them and make sure that they were okay with the changes. I didn't want to commit to anything until all those guys got discussed. I've offered to refund everybody, and so far no one's asked or no one's wanted a refund. So we'll work it out. They can come on the boat with Steve and I. It'll be just that much more fun. Bit of a party. So we're going to be having a good old time. A lot of fishing, a lot of scuba diving, some free diving. This is going to be freaking awesome. So, your mom, where do you live? I live in my hat right now. I am homeless. I'm homeless. Chris, I didn't get a boat. I have gotten access to a boat. Actually, just to be clear, Maui Lei on the chat here has a 48-foot Tayana named Takikazi Maru. He's spelled it out there phonetically so I can say it right, which means windsword, I guess. Okay, cool. And he's invited me to come out on his boat for the winter. So he and I are going to sail together this winter on his 48-foot Tayana, which is freaking awesome. And that way I'll be able to help him out, his crew, because that's a big boat for a single person. and that's going to help me out, give me time to get my farm sold and raise some more money so I can buy my own boat. So that should be absolutely awesome. Hey, Dave, how you doing? Well, I hope you just heard what I said, Dave. So what did I miss? Yeah, it is a cool name. Banned by Paulie D. There you go, Paulie D. Thank you. Is the boat still being worked on? Yes, his boat is still being worked on. They're working on the bowsprit and some engine parts. What is the maru part? Maru means ship. Maru means ship in Japanese. Ship or boat. Oh. Oh, how cool is that, huh? How cool is that? So all of my boat shopping is coming to a screeching halt now, because now I got to completely change direction. And so today I'm going to kick back and relax. I think it's chicken wings in the restaurant. So I'm not too keen on that for dinner, but they're special chicken wings. So maybe I'll get some of that broiled triggerfish or something for dinner, which sounds more in line with my diet. And then tomorrow I'm going to spend tomorrow cleaning the boat. Miss Lily has absolutely exploded on this boat. Her hair she's shedding out all of her winter coat from up in Alaska. So the boat looks a little fuzzy right now. So fortunately they have this little hand vac. So I'm walking around a little hand vac trying to vacuum up the floor. I've got a brush for her out in the truck. I got to bring it in and brush this little rug that's here by the front door and get the hair up from her. So I'm going to try to clean up the boat, or clean up their boat a little bit before they get here on Thursday. And then there's some spots where we walk in and out where you can see some tracks, and so I gotta clean their boat before they get here tomorrow. I don't want them coming and seeing that I was sloppy like that. So we're about to take care of that. Yeah. Thank you, Paulie. I appreciate you taking care of that. You know, I'm just going to touch base on this real quickly. I have changed my perspective. I'll just put this out there so everybody understands. I spoke to a number of other YouTube creators, some big people in YouTube on other genres, not in the sailing genre, to get a consensus on how to deal with trolls. And across the board, absolutely across the board, the decision is you just simply ban them. Don't feed them. Don't give them any time. Don't talk about them. Don't call them by name. Don't give them shout outs on your. You get someone in there that's just a troll, ban them, be done, quick and easy, and don't look back. And so that going forward is going to be the policy from here on out. So, you know, sometimes you get somebody and they make some kind of, you know, friendly comment or something, hoping you're going to respond to it, and then you turn right around and they give you some crap. So if I have banned you incorrectly, if I misinterpreted what you said, then you have the means of emailing me or contacting me to talk about it, and I can unban somebody. But it's going to be quick and painless going forward. Anybody that steps out of line, hey, my channel's my way or the highway, so I'm just going to ban people. I don't have time to mess with them. So, center cockpit and a sugar scoop. Yeah, I guess it is. Yes. So let's see, put the vac directly on her. You know, when I was in Alaska, I had a little shop vac, and I used to do that. Man, she hated it. She hated me vacuuming off her. So, oh, things are moving good. Was worried about Murphy's Law. Things are working awesome, Elysium. It's like, you know, one thing happens, it's good, and then another good things happen on top of that. I mean, the other shoe's got to drop here somewhere. I mean, I've been around long enough to know that, but I'm not seeing it dropping yet. So, going to see what happens. All you can do, folks, is see what happens. You know, put yourself out there. It's risky, sure. It's scary, sure. I get that. I understand. Put yourself out there. You know, make it happen. You want something to happen in your life, the only way it's going to happen is if you make it happen. So, yeah, Kelly, sounds like a win-win. Absolutely. Aft center cockpit with sugar scoop. There's a confirmation. There you go. What's Brett going to do? Brett's going to hang out on the boat, relax, and drink some beers, and enjoy the sunshine. Do a little swimming, fishing, scuba diving. Oh no, Brett. I'm sorry. I was talking about Steve. What's Brett going to do? Huh? I don't know, Brett. What are you going to do, Brett? I'm sure he's out there watching. If not, he'll watch this later. Yeah. Sorry, Brett. Okay. Hey, Jim Marshall, how you doing? Are the people who bought weeks on the boat welcome to take you up on it on the new boat? They are, Jim. Yes. I've already spoken to 2 of the 3 people that did that, and so far 2 of the 3 are fine with it, don't have a problem with it. So the 3rd person I have to talk to yet, but the 3rd person wasn't actually going to come sailing with me anyway. He donated the money and wanted me to pick some other couple that would come out sailing with me instead. So I might wait until I actually buy a boat this spring. Now, instead of buying it this winter, I'll buy it this spring and do that. Or, Steve and I may talk about it and decide to do that now. We'll have to just see how that works out. So it's all good. And I offered them all 100% refund, and they turned me down. So good people, really super people. But in my defense, they're going to have even more fun coming out with Steve and I on this beautiful, 48-foot Tiana. I mean, that's going to be awesome. People that come out on the week out, they're like Steve said, he's just going to let them have his room. So they're going to have the queen size bed in the back cabin with a private head. I mean, that's pretty darn luxurious if you ask me. Probably a whole lot better than what I was going to be able to provide. So. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Absolutely a lot of fun. Hope you guys click and it turns out to be good for both of you. Chris, Steve and I have been talking on and off now for months. So I think, he has an unfair advantage in this regard. He gets to see me on the videos, and so he's gotten to know me better than I know him. But, I'm pretty affable and let things go by and, get along. So I'm sure it won't be a problem. So. You ask, you receive. There you go. Hey, you know what? I guarantee you, if you don't ask, the answer is always no. Guaranteed. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. Ask questions. You ask questions 100 times. If one of them's a yes, bingo, you're there. So, look at the company's website. They look like amazing boats. Andrew, they are. Absolutely. Don't buy the cow when you can get the milk for free. Well, hardly for free. I mean, this isn't. I'm not, just going to be mooching off Steve. I'm paying half the expenses while he and I are out on the boat. I'm going to pay half the expenses. Now, if it's something like major on the boat breaks and it's just a wear and tear item on the boat, then he and I understand that's his responsibility. But the normal day-to-day main oil changes and stuff like that, we're going to share the expenses or whatever, and the work involved. So I'm pretty handy. I'm pretty handy with stuff. So, although he and I have both agreed at this point, the electrical stuff goes to a pro. You may comment about that. So, just so you know, your video is a little blurry. Sound is fine. And it shows a blurry version on the chat on the left edge. So, some sort of a video loop. Yeah, Jim, I did. This is the first time in a long time where I've been someplace with fast enough internet speed that I could have the chat over here on the side, so that when I save this video and it gets posted to my site, people will actually be able to read the chat. I know it's a little bit blurry, but it's a whole lot better than not having it at all, I guess, is the best way of answering that. So, thanks, Chip. I think it's great news as well. If you ask me, Steve is just using you to get to Miss Lily. Ah, see, now maybe you're talking. Maybe you're talking. No offense intended. I meant, why buy a boat when you can hang out on a friend's boat? I understand that, Tim. And I actually would prefer to own my own boat. It would just give me more of a comfort level, You're always more comfortable in your own space. But this is going to work out good for both of us. Steve is, that's a lot of boat for one person. So it would be very helpful to have somebody help him with the lines and, the bumpers and, whatever, docking and stuff, being up front and helping with the anchoring and stuff. I mean, all these things, there's a lot of things about a boat when you're that size of a boat that makes it a whole lot easier when there's 2 people instead of just one. So I think it would be good. Sarge can't make puppies. Oh, there you go. Good. Good. That answers that question. I don't have to worry about it. Cool. Best boat is a friend's boat. There you go. Good job. Sounds promising. I think it's going to be awesome. Can you explain the new sailing situation? Duran. Yes. I'll explain it again. One of the viewers on here, Maui-Lei, has a 48-foot Tiana. He is single-handling it currently, and it's a little difficult to handle a boat that big by yourself, so he's invited me to spend the winter with him on his boat. He and I were going to buddy boat. I was going to buy a boat, and he was having his boat. We were just going to buddy boat and sell the two boats together. But, you know, he just decided it'd be simpler if I just jumped on his boat with him, and we sailed together. So that's what we're going to do. What part of North Carolina the town the boat is in? I'm not familiar with the name. Sort of central, obviously on the coast, but sort of central. Hey, Carl, you had better stub your toe quick just to offset all this good luck you're having lately. Well, you know, Dave, I still have to drive to North Carolina. So the way my luck's been going with the vehicle, I'm sure something will happen along the way. So, hey, Martin, how you doing? So you aren't going to be a PBO for a while. What is a PBO? Professional bullshit oxen, pro balloon organizer. I don't know what a PBO is. You can help each other, mutually win-win. That's right, Tim. Absolutely. Oh, a poor bloody owner. I'm sorry. Yep. Okay. I look funny running around docking her by myself. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, a boat that big, to me, that would be scary trying to pull in someplace with a boat that big. I mean, it's 50 feet from end to end, you know. I mean, it's, you know, okay, it's 48-foot boat, but, you know, that's a lot of dock, a lot of line, a lot of running around, and a lot of weight. That's a big, heavy boat. So I think the light behind you is oversaturating the video a little bit, hence the blurry look. Ah. I don't think I have any direction I can turn here in this boat that I won't have that. Hold on. I don't know if that's any better. I don't think that's any better, but maybe a little bit. So hopefully maybe I won't be so blurry from that angle. I don't know. Now I still have the light back there though, don't I? It's got a shade cloth over it, but there's no curtain, so I can't block it out. So it is what it is, guys. Sorry. This is going to be a great arrangement. Can't wait for the new content. Me too, Andy. Me too. This is going to be a lot of fun. Where are y'all going to go be sailing? We're going to sail down to the Florida Keys and then over to the Bahamas. And from there, we don't know yet. Maybe some of the northern Mediterranean. I think with the deep drafted boat, we're probably going to be more motivated possibly to go into the, you know, the Virgin Islands, U.S. and British Virgin Islands in that area. The deep draft's going to be a little bit difficult for some areas of the Bahamas, but still, we'll be able to get around. We're going to have a ball with it. Absolute ball. It's not the light, it's the bit rate. Only 240p. Yeah, I'm uploading through OBS. Should be a higher bit rate than that. You know, I might be able to increase that. Let me see here. Settings. Let me see if I can't just improve that a little bit right now while we're talking. And see if I can't improve that a little bit. See if that works. See if that makes a difference. I just tried tightening it up a little bit. I don't know if that's going to do exactly what we need, but it should help a little bit. Maybe, or maybe that won't make any difference. I don't know. But yeah, it'd be crazy docking that alone. That's just scary. So I was out FF internet for 3 days. Oh, Martin, sorry to hear that. Where are you? Oh, Maui-Lei is in Coinjock, North Carolina. He's transmitting in 240p. That is the second lowest setting, hence the low quality video. Ah, okay. And I don't know that I can change that too much here as far as my quality is concerned. Yeah, I don't think I can do much to change that right now. It's not letting me make changes while I'm underway. Maybe if I do another live stream from this location, I can set it up a little better to do better. But that's the problem with live streams, is that you're really at the whim of the providing internet. So, and the internet here on the boat keeps crapping out on me, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get crapped out along the way here. Oh, does Maui do YouTube videos also? No, he does not. He may at some point in the future, but right now he is not a YouTuber. So can't wait to video tour the new boat. Yeah, that will be fun. It has to do with the chat being up. It's not a perfected YouTube thing. Oh, okay. Perfected YouTube thing. I don't know. I think I don't think the chat being up would make it fuzzy. I think it is that I'm probably not set the speed for the upload fast enough to have a higher bit rate. I changed the bit rate up, but I could actually change the other parameters to probably improve that. But it's a learning queue, guys. It'll get better over time. So let's see. Yes, you can change it. I have seen it done. Okay. Did you find a boat, Carl? Martin, okay, you're not up on the latest news apparently because you got here late. Martin, what's happened is Maui Lay, Steve has invited me to sail with him the rest of this winter. He's got a 48-foot Tiana yacht, and it's a lot of boat for him to single hand, so he's offered for me to come on board and join him. That's going to give me time to get my farm sold and build my channel a little bit, raise some more money, so it just makes sense. I can help him out, and it'll help me out at the same time. So I'm going to jump on with his Tiana 48. In fact, I should be aboard with him on possibly as soon as Saturday. So maybe even Friday night, depending on what kind of miles I make between here and North Carolina. So, you know, you have to get Maui on video so we can see what good guy looks like. Okay, well, we'll have to discuss that with him. I'm not going to film anybody that doesn't want to be filmed, but if he's okay with that, we'll have it involved. The chat doesn't make it fuzzy, it just makes it more apparent. Okay. Everybody mash that like button. There you go. Hit the like button, everybody. If you all click, how about a circumnavigation? Shoot for the stars. We'll see, Chris. Hey, you never know in life, guys. Everything about life is a risk. Everything about life is about an option. It's about something changing or something going on different in your life. All you can do is all you can do. All you can do is just go out there and do what you can, do the best you can. And if you're a good guy and you treat people right, you know, good stuff's going to happen to you. If you're a turd or a troll, then, you know, you're going to get crap in life. Life is, one thing I have learned in my 59 years is you get out of life what you put into it. So, now you better get a nice haircut soon. Why is that? Good from here. Oh, because he's going to be on camera. Maybe so. Good to hear from you, over and out. No name, take care, buddy. We'll appreciate you being here. Thanks. Chris, those are my plans. Okay. Quiet. Quit barking at everything. She can see out the windows behind me and see people walking up and down the dock at the restaurant. So that's what she's barking at. Lily, come here. Maybe she wants a little camera time. What do you guys think? You want to see Lily? Let me move this down so you can see her. Come on. Ah, there she is. There she is. Woof. 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 You're not supposed to be woofing. Quiet. 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 Oh, good girl. Good girl. Quiet. Yes, I know. You don't like being quiet, do you? Huh? You don't like being quiet? Okay, get down. All right, so there's Miss Lily. She's doing great. Will be Maui Lay, the YouTube film star. There you go. Sick balls chopper. I'm not sure what that means. Don't think I want to know what that means, Chris. Hey, Yolanda, how you doing? What are your plans for after winter? Well, my plans for after winter would be to buy my own boat this springtime and if things work out like they appear like they're going to, I'll be able to buy a pretty nice boat, and then I may sail over to the Mediterranean for the summer. Go get some souvlaki and some ouzo, and spend some time over in Greece and Turkey and that area. So maybe Egypt a little bit. But you know, that's a long ways off, so we shall see. Yeah, Sergeant just turned 7, so Sarge is he's certainly not an old dog, but 7, you know, he's a good mature dog. Probably has his brain already. Miss Lily doesn't have a brain yet, so. Did I miss some news or something? Are you sailing with Maui-Lei? Yes, Sorrenti, that's what the news is. I'm going to be sailing with Maui-Lei for the winter time. He and I are going to be on his 48-foot Tiana, and we're going to sail down to the Bahamas and then over to, sail down to the Keys and over to the Bahamas for the rest of the winter and other places wherever, you know, feel like going. So, going to be an absolute blast. It's going to be a ball. So, I will be there also. Oh, Carl, I'll be there. You're going to be there too, Martin. Up and around the Meds to start with. Well, cool. Maybe we can hang out and hook up someplace together. That would be fun, Martin. That would be a ball. That'd be a lot of fun. You know, I think going forward, this is just going to be one great big party. I mean, I really do. I think Maui-Lei and I are just going to be party animals, you know. Just like the other evening, you know, I had such a pleasant evening hanging out, listened to the guy play guitar, and had dinner and drank a beer, you know, and yeah, I know, it's off my diet and whatever, but, you know, life has been so shitty for the last couple of years. And, you know, you guys talk about the boot dropping because everything, there's been all this good stuff happening. You know, I've had 2 years of pretty shitty time up in Alaska. I've had the boot done dropped and went through the floor and melted and burnt and fell apart, and I mean that she's barking at somebody. That boot part has already happened, so it's time. I'm due for some good stuff, and man, I've certainly been getting a lot of good stuff these last couple of weeks, no doubt about it. So. One thing about a 50-foot boat, apparently you can survive in one for 5 months living on just beans if you're unlucky enough to suffer. And boat attacking sharks. There you go. I will start in max 4 months. Nice. Better get some nip tassels. Uh-oh. Yeah, you guys think I need some nip tassels? I don't know. Not my speed, guys. I still miss my chocolate. She passed away 3 years ago. Yeah, I love Labbies. Hey, Lily, look. Lily, look here. It says wolf. You see there? It says wolf. Can you say wolf? You say wolf? Can you say wolf? Wolf. 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 All right, get down. Get down. Oh, melted, burn, fall apart. Yeah. Pets are part of the family. Absolutely. You were due for some good news. It's going to be awesome. Steve is a good dude. Yeah, absolutely awesome. Absolutely going to be just fantastic time. I'm really jazzed about it. So, time to have the sunshine on you. You got that right. And you know, I am really looking forward to being able to jump off the back of the boat into some clear blue water here in the tropics. I mean, that's my next big bucket list item, short-term bucket list item right now. So, I mean, I'm down here in the warmth and the sunshine. Next thing is to get into the water, and man, am I looking forward to that. But apparently that's going to be coming pretty darn quick. So, wish you all the best, Grandpa. Thank you, Derek. I appreciate that. Hey, Johnny Hag, how you doing? Hey, Papa, what did I miss? The world ended, Johnny Hag. The world ended. Life as we know it is out the window. No, I'm kidding. All right, once again. Maui-Lei, one of the moderators here on the chat, is a good friend of mine that we've met through this YouTube thing. He's invited me to spend the winter with him on his boat, his 48-foot Tiana. So he and I are going to share his boat for the winter and sail around the Florida Keys and the Bahamas. So life is absolutely a dream, man. Absolute heaven. Just awesome. So that's what you missed. So Can't wait to see the sweet dinghy boarding you've talked about. Yeah, it's coming. It'll be there. It'll be there. You know, I mean, there's been a time or two that you know, I've been known to come up out of the water and people have said, "Well, ho." Yeah, of course, the ex-wife came out of the water and they called her something else, but ho was in there, so. Oh, I'm bad. I'm bad. I'm bad. I'm bad. When will you guys depart? Tim, I'm going to be here on the catamaran tonight and tomorrow night. So that's what, Wednesday night and Thursday night. And then Friday, I'm going to drive up to North Carolina to meet up with Steve. And then he's having some work done on the boat. So there's a couple things that we need to get done up there first. And then we'll be heading down the intercoastal, maybe going offshore a little bit, depending on the weather and what's going on with that, and take it from there. So we'll see. No doubt the purge. Okay. Tim K on the water now, just waiting. Yeah, he's already on his boat. He's already on his boat. He's just waiting for me, so. Set that scene to the old Baywatch music. Push that whale back in the sea. There you go. Hey, that's enough. Quiet down. No. Sit. Sit. Quiet. Oh, you're so bad. I am bad, man. I'm a bad, bad man. Jack lines when Pop reaches. Yeah, I'll kick up a big wake and knock that boat over, man. You're crazy. I remember the first time you told that story about the purge. I was dying over here. I couldn't breathe. Oh, I'm sorry, Elysium. Good for you to have fun in life. It's short. It absolutely is short, John. It absolutely is short. So anyhow, guys, that's all the news that is news. Beep, 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 beep. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here. I've got some cleaning and organizing and packing to do, some sorting of some stuff on my computer, and making arrangements to get my truck sold. And I got to go through the truck and see about getting rid of some more stuff from in there, because I still have way too much stuff. And Maui's already got a fully loaded boat, so frankly, I don't know why I brought half the shit I brought down here from me. I probably should have left it in Alaska and auctioned it off up there, but you know, you live and learn. So, hey, Kelly, we'll talk to you later, man. Tim K, you take care. Chris, whole shot. We'll see you guys later. You guys all be good and be careful and take good care of one another. We will see you later. And oh, just in case I forget, you know, it wouldn't be Grandpa's live stream if I didn't put in there. Check out my Patreon page if you would. I would appreciate that. And join in and become some of the insiders. There's going to be a lot of stuff available to Patreons. It's not going to be out to the general public. So jump in there should you have a mind to do that. And in the meantime, guys, we'll see y'all later. Be good and be careful. Bye.